Thanks, Megan. I think certainly the biggest thing is that the major leagues is it's a hard league. And it's just player development does not stop when it gets to the big leagues. And I think that's often the hardest thing to learn. And after you go through cycles of players, you start to learn how hard the transition is to the major leagues for players. The norm is a massive struggle. That's the norm. And I think if you come at it from that place, the problem is that expectations for those players are on the other side of the spectrum. And that's a hard thing for everybody to balance. Right? It's a hard thing for the manager trying to win a game to balance. It's a hard thing for the fans to balance. It's a hard thing for all the player development staff that work so hard to help get a player. And then most of all, it's hard for the player. That's the hardest thing for the player. So I think trying to create some empathy there with that and some understanding with that for the players and just for the group, all of us, is probably the most important thing to do. And the goal of that is to just so that the player gets in a better place and the player doesn't have so much on his chest kind of coming to the park every day and knowing he has to do everything.